Hello, Sunny fam. Coach James here. Thank you for joining me today for our 15-minute senior stretch routine. In today's workout, you will need a sturdy chair, right? We'll be performing the first half of our sequence with seated stretching moves, so make sure it's sturdy. And then you may also need some water. Make sure we're hydrated. Okay, we'll spend half of the workout seated, like I said, and then we'll spend the other half standing. We'll go through each stretch one time, and we're gonna have such a positive time here. We're gonna focus on mindset while we'll also lengthen and stretch our tight muscles. Let's get into it. All right, Sunny fam, we're about to get started. Make sure you grab your chair. But before we get into the action, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you stay up to date with all of the amazing workouts we've been developing just for you. Now, let's take a seat. We're gonna start with some simple breathing here to relax our body and relax our mind. So we're gonna sit tall, great posture, right? Arms down, hands on your thighs. And we're gonna inhale here for a 4-second count. So we're gonna inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, then exhale for 4 seconds, rest for 4, and we'll inhale. This is called box breathing, okay? So here we go. We're gonna inhale, breathe in for 4. 1, hold your breath here for 4. Exhale here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest here for 4. And here we go. Inhale again for 4, 3, 2, 1. Here, hold your breath here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale here for 4 seconds, release any tension you may be having, holding on to in your upper body. You're gonna rest here for 4, 3, 2, and done. And now we're gonna transition into our first stretch here. We're gonna stay seated. We're gonna place this leg out at an angle. We're gonna stretch out the inner thigh. We're practicing good posture with this move and all of our stretches today. That's really important. And we're gonna hold this. If you want, you can also get a slight lean in here. Maintain a flat back. Okay, so you keep that leg out as straight as possible. It's a great one if you get cramps in the inner leg. A lot of people tend to hold tension here. We'll hold this for another 10 seconds here, Sunny fam. Then we get to switch sides. Like I said, we're gonna really embrace a positive mindset through today's routine. We'll switch legs here. So, to leave you here, I wanna share with you a positive affirmation you can use for the rest of today's routine, for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, the rest of the month, even a year. It can become your mantra. Okay. I love myself enough to take better care of myself. Right? I love myself enough to take better care of myself. So this right here, make it time to stretch, get mobile. It's practicing self-care. Okay, we're gonna sit tall here, enjoy that stretch, and then from here, we'll slowly bring that leg in. And out, we're gonna go into a prisoner stretch. So you're gonna go hands behind the head, once again, sitting up tall. Pull those elbows back if you can. Right, if that causes you to tense up, you can keep the elbows in front. Also, if having the hands behind the head is too challenging, you can place your hands beside your head. Okay. Now, we're stretching out the chest, the shoulders here. We're also activating our upper back muscles. So I want you to imagine you have a finger between your shoulder blades and you're gonna squeeze that finger. Right? We're not pulling fingers today, we're squeezing fingers. Okay. Here we go. Keep that shoulder blades down and back. We get some big deep breaths in here. We're gonna hold. And then from here, we'll hold this upper body position. Once again, hands beside or behind. And then we're going to rotate, flex to one side and then up. Okay, so you'll sit upright, hands beside, and bring an elbow down to the hip. And we're stretching out the side of our torso here. We're also engaging the core. Now, if your arms are starting to fatigue with them being up there, you can also do the same thing. The hand's down by your side. Just reach like this. As you reach down for the floor, attempting to pick something up. Now from here, we'll switch sides. You can also go one arm if you need to. A bunch of different ways we can do this one here today. For any of these stretches, if something's causing you pain or tense up, modify if needed. I'll be sure to share different alternatives here. Now we're gonna hold this position, coming down. We're gonna hold that. Enjoy the stretch outside of that body. We're gonna hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we'll rise and we'll go into a deep calf stretch. We can use this chair, stretch out the calf. And from here, aim to get both toes pointing straight ahead. And then you're gonna rock with it and keep both heels in contact with the ground. Now, the further back that leg is, the more challenging this stretch becomes, but that heel must stay down. All right, so if that heel's popping up, I need you to step forward. Being honest here. We're gonna shimmy forward here. And now, we'll switch sides, opposite leg forward. Boom, both toes pointing straight ahead. Once again, practicing good posture, chest up. If you're using your chair here, make sure you're not tensing up, you're not grabbing, you're not putting a lot of pressure there. You're gonna be mindful of our posture and tension. Just be calm, relaxed. We're gonna go here for another 2, 1, and done. Okay, now for this next stretch, we can use the chair or we can use the wall. If you use the chair, make sure it's sturdy. And we're gonna go to a stretch here where if my left leg is closest to the surface, my left leg is closest to the chair, I'm going to bring my right leg behind. And then from here, reach up and over. Once again, only use your chair if it's sturdy. Use a wall, a dresser, as well. Those are great options. Okay, we're gonna get as long as we can with this hand. And we're gonna hold this here for another 3, 2, 1. We're just come down slowly, and then we get to switch sides here. Now, this one, once again, my right leg is closest to the surface. I bring that left leg behind. And boom, I reach up and overhead with the left. As I reach with the left, I'm reaching away with those hips. Stretching out the side of our legs, stretching out our hips here. Nice calm breaths. And now from here, we're gonna slowly transition into a hamstring stretch. So, we'll use the chair. I like this one a lot. We're gonna get the outer back, the arms, back of the legs. This is probably one of my favorite stretches here. So you're gonna sit back with the butt. Arms are straight. And you're gonna get as long as you can with your hips. Attempt to get your head in between your arms. You hold this position. So you're reaching with your butt for that back wall. Not pulling on the chair. Inhaling through the nose here, exhaling through the mouth. We'll hold this here, Sunny Fam, for another 15 seconds. With each exhale, try to relax a little bit more and more. And then we'll slowly rise from there. Stand tall. You should feel like you got a little bit taller. Okay, now from there, we're gonna go into a forearm and wrist stretch here. So you just want seated or standing. I believe we sit a little bit too much, so stand with me okay, if you're down for it. So we're gonna have the palm down like this. We're gonna take our hand, gently press down. So we're stretching out the forearm muscle, making sure we're not raising that arm too high. Keeping this arm straight. This is a great one if you experience elbow pain, or if you experience like tennis elbow in the past. And we're gonna gently come out of this. We'll switch arms here. Once again, keeping those shoulders down, and we'll hold. Now while we hold this stretch here, I would love to know, right? You're making time for stretching mobility. Not too many people do that, so that's great. I wanna know what's your favorite activity to do, your favorite form of physical activity. Okay, we'll sit down here now for this next one because I wanna be able to relax. So we'll sit tall, and then from here, you'll take your hand behind your head, gently pull that ear towards that shoulder and hold. Okay, so you're taking the ear towards the shoulder, in the back and outside of the neck. And relax here. So I wanna know what your favorite activity is, right? It could be a form of working out, it could be cardio, strength training, it could be playing with your grandkids, playing with friends. It could be walking, gardening. I want you to let me know what your favorite activity is in the comments below. And now from here, we're gonna slowly come up. Or you can say, what's your favorite sunny workout, right? What's your favorite workout to do on our YouTube channel or our app? Okay, long here. It's a gentle pull, right? So if you feel like you're tightening up, pull a little bit less. And now we're gonna slowly come out of this. Whew. Now we're gonna go into a quad and ankle stretches. So quadricep, the front part of the thigh here. And for this, we're going to bring that foot, hands behind you. Bring the toes down, the top of your foot down to the floor. You sit upright and you're gonna hold this. Okay, you can use your hands for support. And now we're stretching out the shin, the ankle, and we're getting the quad here as well. While practicing good posture. It's probably one of my favorites as well. I like this one, I like that long hamstring stretch we did earlier. And now we'll slowly come out of this. Take your time with this one. And then we'll switch sides. Here, stand upright. Shoulders down. The closer you bring that knee to the floor, the more challenging it is, but make sure you're not at the edge of that seat. Okay, Sonny, we're gonna hold this here for another 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly exit this stretch. And we're gonna go into our last stretch here for today. We're going to a forward fold. So you can have your legs straight or you can bend your legs. Having your legs straight does make it a little bit more challenging. And then we're just gonna fold forward and hold. Stretching out those back muscles. Once again, if you feel like you have that mobility, you can reach forward both legs. And as you reach forward, I want you to reach up towards the ceiling with your upper spine. Reach up towards the ceiling with your upper spine and tuck that chin. Big deep breaths here. We're inhaling, inviting in nothing but gratitude and positivity. Exhaling, letting go of any stress, worries we may have. And now from here, we'll slowly rise. We'll sit up tall. We're gonna go back into those big deep breathing we did at the beginning. where you inhale for 4, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4. And while we practice this here, we can start now. Inhale for 4. And then hold your breath here for 4. And then exhale for 4. And then once you keep that cycle going here, as we practice this, I want you to practice a little bit of gratitude as well. And I want you to think about one person you appreciate the most at this moment. One person you appreciate the most. And then hopefully someone other than me. Because you're like, oh, James, you put me through a stretch routine. I know you appreciate me. I appreciate you too. Someone not here right now on the screen. And then send them a message. Send them a thank you, a letter, text, phone call, a visit. Let them know why you appreciate them. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Hopefully, you feel what I feel right now. A little bit more lengthened, a little bit taller, and once again, more of a positive mindset. That was our 15-minute stretch routine. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Okay, once again, my name is Coach James. Before you go, I need you to do it. If you haven't done it already, I need you to subscribe and hit that bell so you stay up to date with all of the awesome workouts we're creating for you to make fitness fun again. All right, now, before you go, I need to hit you with a virtual fist bump here. You ready? We're gonna get up. You ready? Boom. All right.